There are things that go bump in the night. Unexplained mysteries in the world. You are told there's no such things as monsters, but we know the truth. Ghosts, monsters, demons, all the unnatural exist. Be afraid and sit back. Welcome to Pop City Culture, Ghost to Ghost.
Yo, what is up, everybody? And it is Ghost to Ghost, the Halloween pre-special for y'all. Oh, yeah. I can't believe this is like the third year we're doing this, man. But before we get to it, without further ado, let me introduce you to my brother from the same mother, Hakeem Brown.
Thank you there.
Reggie is me.
My brother.
Man, forget my name,
That was
man.
a very interesting intro. Anyways, yeah, so this is our third year doing this.
Third year,
and it's pretty
man.
cool because
Awesome.
I'm gonna cough a little
man,
bit 'cause
don't
it's
do that,
dry in here. Shut up, Reggie. Because we've been doing this for a long time, and I don't know if people realize we are all over the world, international, global. What are we, Reggie?
International.
And what else, Reggie?
We global.
Yeah, and people love us. And they look forward to this pre-Halloween special every year because kids love to stay up
Yep.
till about 11 or midnight, before Halloween, and then they just hear this, or they hear it during the day and stuff. But it's pretty cool, So we like to get on here and we like to tell some ghost stories, which is what everybody is looking for. All them ghost stories so they can sit around, at their campfire.
Yep, late at night.
Probably late at night.
That's why I just said stupid.
Thought I heard something. Did you hear something?
I think I did. Yep. You talking?
Reggie, I'm always trying to scare you, but there's gonna be a scary one tonight.
Well, we'll see.
So,
we'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that we have like the best job in the world. Us being kids, and getting to come on here and talk to all y'all. It's pretty cool. What do you think, Reggie?
Yo, man, I just love hearing my voice on the radio and everybody listening to me thinking like I'm real educated and stuff. This fun, man.
So
You know what I'm saying?
we gonna get on down to this because we know everybody. I mean, everybody is looking forward to all these ghosts. I mean, last year, Reggie, we actually got over. I mean, we got a lot of emails. I almost want to say it was definitely over 100,000.
Yep, no doubt. Yep.
What do you think?
I mean, it
it
was
was like
definitely,
a lot of them.
Yep,
and
sure
a lot
was.
of people were saying how they really loved it. A lot of parents too. So we want to give a shout out to all the parents who let the kids all stay up.
Yep.
Till about midnight.
Thank you,
early
parents.
morning at Halloween, so they can check our stuff out because that's like that's like the scary time to do it. But anyways, we don't get onto the show because this is the pre-Halloween special. This is to get y'all ready for what, Reggie?
Halloween.
For who, Reggie?
Halloween.
For when, Reggie?
Halloween.
That's right, for Halloween.
Oh yeah, baby.
So
Get on with it.
Reggie.
What is it?
I got me a couple of stories here, and
Well, read them, brother.
this is a story somebody somebody
Get to it. What?
told me about. Now, a lot of these stories are from people who actually sent them in to us, so we're just reading them to you. So you ready, Reggie?
I'm definitely ready.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This one's called The Little Hands. I've never lived in a haunted house, but my mother did as a teen. And other houses on the street had strange things going on too. A few homes away from her lived a family. Now one night, the daughter went to bed with a bad headache. The next day, she was dead. She passed away from an aneurysm. After her funeral, the family went away to get their minds off the tragedy, and the father asked my uncle, my mom's brother, to check on their pets. My mom and dad, who were dating at the time, went with him. My mother had heard there was a grand piano, and she wanted to play it. My dad was studying to be a veterinarian. After entering the house, my uncle and my father headed to the basement to see the animals, and my mother went to the piano on the ground floor. She was playing it when she felt something brush her ankle. She thought a cat must have left the basement and walked past her, She kept playing, and then she felt it again. She looked under the piano and saw nothing. When she started again, she felt a hand clasp her legs tightly. She dashed to the basement door, called my uncle and father, and waited for them. Back outside, my uncle could tell my mom was rattled and asked what was wrong. She told him what had happened, and he turned white. He told her the daughter who had died used to play a game with her father. When he played the piano, she'd crawl underneath, grab his ankles, and push his feet up and down on the pedals.
Oh my God, that was scary.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Reggie, what do you think?
I think that would. I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me. I'd be out of there. There's no way I could even stay there.
So
I'd
you know,
be so
a lot
terrified.
of these stories, man, they're gonna be scary for y'all kids out there.
Oh, my
So I'm gonna tell you, you know, if y'all smart, you're gonna have a teddy bear to grab onto,
Two teddy
or
bears.
a mom, or
Two moms.
or your dad, or
Two dads.
or your parents, we should say.
Yep.
Or a parent, you know, because
Man.
you know we you know, me and my brother, we only got what, Reggie?
One dad.
Well, yeah, you know,
Yeah, it
we
was
got our
single.
dad. Well, we got our grandmother too, right?
Yeah, grandmother's down there, but
Yeah.
how's she gonna save us, man?
Reggie, you ever see a ghost?
Yes, I have all time, million times.
you ain't going there, huh?
Ooh, I ain't going
no,
there.
you know why you
I
ain't
ain't
going there? Because you gotta sleep all by yourself tonight.
Man, what you mean? Man, shut up, man. Man, you always gotta
This
make me
is
look
gonna be
stupid.
scary. This is gonna be. I don't know, Reggie. I don't know if we should go on. Maybe we should stop. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe you should stop then, huh? Stop being stupid.
Reggie, if I stop, that's it.
Okay, go on. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
I'm gonna keep going. I'm
Go.
gonna keep going.
I gotta
Okay,
hear you.
so
Okay, go on.
we got.
Man, hurry up, man. Stop coughing on me.
We have another story, and this one is called
What?
"The Phantom Patient."
Okay.
And this is from Tyler out in Utah. Goes like this. The ambulance company that I used to work for had a haunted ambulance, Rig 12. But they never put too much stock into what was going on. My partner and I were working in a rural community at 3 a.m., and it was pitch dark and completely quiet. We were both dozing. I was the driver in the seat, and she was in the passenger seat. I woke up to a muffled voice, but I thought my partner was talking. I told her I was trying to sleep and closed my eyes. I distinctly heard a male's voice saying, "Oh my God, am I dying?" Followed by a few seconds of heavy breathing. My partner and I sat up straight and looked back into the patient's compartment, where it sounded like a voice had came from. Things were quiet for a couple of seconds. Then we heard the click of an oxygen bottle regulator and a hiss as if it was leaking. I turned on the lights and we ran out of the rig. I thought a transmittent might have climbed in while we were asleep. So we opened the rear door. No one was there. I checked the oxygen bottles. Neither one was open. We didn't sleep much after that.
Man, that's good. Man, I wouldn't have slept after that either, man. No
Reggie,
way.
that was scary.
That was doubly scary, man. That was scary.
My God.
Then the last
You know,
one.
Reggie, and the whole thing is, you know, when you are in an ambulance, you know, you always wonder whether or not, you know, if people do unfortunately pass away in there.
Die in there, yep.
I mean,
I sure do.
I wonder if their ghost stays in there. You wonder if their ghost stays in there?
I wonder if they stay in there too, man. I wonder every day.
we all wonder. Every
wonder.
time my dad, well, yeah, every time Dad,
What?
you know, is driving and there's an ambulance driving by.
Oh, here we go with the story.
I mean, I didn't want to tell you this, but I remember a few times.
What happened?
I remember seeing
What?
faces in the back window,
Oh my!
just staring out at
Come
me,
on, man.
out
What?
into the open road.
Are you serious, man?
I'm
Oh,
serious.
Oh
And I
my-
wonder, are those ghosts?
Yeah, there
Are
goes,
they,
man.
are they ghosts? Because you shouldn't be seeing all these faces plastered up in the rear back window of the ambulance, should you?
No, you shouldn't be seeing stuff like that, man.
Reggie, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, there's something going on there.
Is that true? Come on,
You know?
come
and,
on, really?
And can
What?
you imagine being in a hospital? You know, if you're one of those people who actually can see ghosts,
Oh no!
and you just
I wouldn't want to be one of those people seeing ghosts in the hospital like that.
Did you hear that?
What? The slamming?
I heard like a crash.
I heard a crash, but you know what? Don't be getting me scared now, okay?
Maybe I'm hearing things.
You're definitely hearing things, man. Just get on with the
Okay,
story,
you want me
man.
to get to the next story?
Yes.
I want to get to the next story.
Yes, I do. Go on,
All right,
man.
I'll get the next story.
All right, go on.
Okay. This one's called The Impish Ghost. This is from Maria. My neighbor Diane and I had a playful poltergeist for years, and we called it Billy. Now, I'd come home and find something put in a weird place. Milk in a cupboard, toilet paper in the fridge, laundry detergent in the bathtub. Diane once called to ask Billy if he'd been around because she couldn't find a gallon of milk. We finally found it outside on her back step. And sugar. Darn sugar. Every morning, my sugar bowl was empty. When I had enough, I would point to Diane's home and yell, "Go see Diane." Within 5 minutes, I'd get a call from her. "Thanks a lot," she'd say. He'd gone and pulled his shenanigans at her place. This occurrence happened for an entire 2 years we lived there. No one believed us, not even our husbands. My mother thought someone was stealing from us when we were sleeping or out of the house. My sister believed something was going on, but didn't know what. I still can't explain any of it.
Oh, man, I can explain it. Ghost, man. It's like ghost, man. Yeah, believe in a ghost.
Reggie,
man.
Reggie, can you imagine putting something down and it's gone? Can you imagine coming home?
Why would
and
you
seeing
want
a gallon
me?
of milk on the back porch?
Why would you want me to imagine something like that? Huh? What's the matter with you?
I wouldn't want to imagine. You want to imagine it?
No, man, I want to imagine.
I wouldn't
want to
imagine it either. Heck no, not me. No, sir.
No, sir, not me either, man. What, you stupid?
Because you know what?
Man,
because you know what?
What?
I don't like people messing with my food. You like people messing with your food?
I don't like it.
Messing
No,
with my food.
No,
sir.
Nobody likes that. Nobody.
Yeah, but that's weird, you know, because they had like this poltergeist or some kind of ghost just messing around.
A
with
monster,
it.
man.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
I wouldn't either.
You know,
Nope.
especially if it listens to you and you say, "Go to Diane's house." You know,
Oh,
what if I
man.
said, "Hey, poltergeist, go to Reggie's bedroom."
Of all the stupid things to say, why would you say something stupid like that? Huh?
I didn't say I'd do it. I didn't say I'd do it. I said I might do it,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't. I don't think I'd do that.
You probably would do something stupid like that, man. Man, stop coughing on it. Man, what's the matter with you?
Okay.
Man.
Okay, you know, we ought to roll here because I remember last year we didn't get too many stories like this out because you kept running your mouth.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. That was you, man.
I got the I think I got the hiccups. I think I got the hiccups, man. What's up with that?
If you got the hiccups, I'll read the stories. You want me to read the stories? Huh?
Man, okay.
What?
So Jonathan sent this one in.
I gotta hear this one. I gotta hear it.
It's about an eerie attic. So this is how it goes. I don't believe in ghosts, but after all, no matter how a ghost story begins, it always hinges on the notion that, come on, of course we believe in ghosts. A few years ago, I moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. Back then, we were young. They went on to recall it was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. I'd been there for a few months when I came home from work one day and went into the bathroom. I saw a strange something. It was a wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space, lay fractured in 2 pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick, and it would have taken Bruce Lee to break it. I thought the landlord had sent someone to work in the attic. I mean, I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone's up there for sure, I thought. I emailed pictures to the landlord asking if anyone had been there, with an undertone of annoyance since she hadn't warned me. Her reply read, "Please call me as soon as you're able to." I called and she explained that her last 2 tenants had said the same thing happened to them. She promised to replace the board, and she did. A month later, I woke up one night around 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. It felt like someone was rubbing his or her hands on me. Everything was silent, but then I heard a dragging sound coming from above my bed. It was as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There is no way an animal could make that sound. After 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn on the light, armed myself with a cricket bat, and walked to the bathroom. That's when I saw the new board covering the hole was broken in two. I felt sick. The dragging sound had stopped, but I heard something else. Whispering. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices, and I could hear one sentence repeated over and over. It's your turn. It's your turn. I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. It was 5 a.m. and dark outside. I watched TV to try to unwind. Then a fuse blew. My pet budgie, Dexter, whom I kept in the kitchen, usually never made a sound at night, but he started squawking like he was being strangled. I never heard him make those sort of noises. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, sat in my car, and waited there until the sun came up.
Oh, man, that is scary. I'd have stayed there too, man.
God.
Man.
That is scary.
How do you go back in the house?
Is that scary?
That was too scary. Yeah, very scary, yeah.
I don't know what I'd do.
I don't know. I'd run, man. I would not even go back in
But guess what, Reggie?
What is it? What?
It ain't over. No.
Man, go on.
Because
What?
he goes on to write,
Uh-huh.
when I saw people walking their dog, this comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figured I might have forgotten to close it when I ran out. I went to the kitchen to check on Dexter, but he wasn't in his cage. I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. When I walked to the bathroom, I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him, and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m., I called the landlord and gave her a watered-down version of the night. Oh, wow. You heard the whispering too, she said. I stayed in that apartment for another 18 months. I heard the whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board coverings, the holes in the ceilings moved. Although I live elsewhere now, the landlord recently called. She said that her new tenants had begged to speak with me about some of the stuff that's been going on there. Forget it. It's their problem now.
I would have did the same thing, man. I would have did the same thing. That landlord wasn't there to help me. I wouldn't be helping nobody else, man.
Reggie, I'm telling you,
there.
that was scary.
Look at me.
I don't know what I do. I don't know what
I got goosebumps
I don't know
on
what
my...
I do if I
What?
I don't know. If I was in that situation, no, thank you.
You would not have survived 18 months. No way.
Oh man. Hey.
What?
All right. The time's going down. I think we got time for one more. What do you think? I think we got time for one more.
Yeah, we definitely got time for one more, man. Go on.
One more, you think?
Yes, one more. I gotta hear this. Go on.
Here it goes. This is called A Boy with No Eyes. This is from Jalika. One night, when I was 10, I woke up and my bedroom door was open, followed by someone sitting on my bed. I felt my leg grazed, and the bed sunk under a person's weight. It's just Mom, I thought, and I opened my eyes. It was not my mom. I found an eyeless boy. He was black, empty sockets, about my age, sitting at the foot of my bed. He extended his hands, and in it was a little box. I was startled but reached out. He pulled back. I reached again and said, "Give it." Then I blinked, and when I reopened my eyes, he was gone. But I could see the imprint where he'd sat on my bed. Now fast forward 5 years. My friends came over to do homework. After she finished, she took a nap. While she was waiting for her parents, when they arrived, I tried waking her up. She opened her eyes suddenly, looked up at a corner where the wall met the ceiling. She pointed there and went back to sleep. I shook her again. She came to full consciousness, and I explained what she'd done. She looked haunted. Up on the wall, I saw a little boy with no eyes. He was there. It in a Spider-Man pose, staring at me. I freaked out. and told her my story about the same kid. Fast forward another 5 years, I was with the same friend, and we had a 2-year-old. We were living in my parents' house as roommates. In my old room, my daughter started waking up at the same time every night, and she'd talk. After a while, I noticed she had almost the same conversation every night. I playfully asked her once whom she was talking to. She said, "It's a little boy. He's nice. He's lost and looking for his mommy." My daughter's nightly conversation continued until we got our own place later that year.
Man, how could you stay in a place like that? That's scary,
I'm telling
man.
you, I'm
no
telling
way.
you, people coming in with these stories, man, they just coming off the wall. They scary as anything.
Man,
What you think? What you think?
I think so, man. These are some scary
I
ones
know.
tonight. Man.
Anyways, everybody,
What?
I would say, do you know what time it is? But we ain't gonna have no words of wisdom today.
No?
Because we want to share all these ghost stories with you. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know,
but
they're gonna be mad.
you guys don't forget, tomorrow's Halloween, and we're gonna have
Ghost to
we're
Ghost.
gonna have our third annual
Halloween
Ghost
special.
to Ghost special. Now y'all gonna be here. I hope y'all gonna be here because we gonna be here.
Y'all better be here.
All right.
You know?
I know. I want to say thank y'all for joining us here.
Yep.
On Pop City Culture, and thanks for making us one of the most listened to podcasts around the world. Our success is your success. You can download our past podcasts and enjoy them any time of the day, morning, noon, and night. You can also see us on a lot of social media. So,
Yep.
Reggie.
What?
What do you say?
I say good night, I guess.
Are you scared? Are you scared?
I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared, man.
I know.
What you think?
Anyways, everybody, we'll see you next time here on Pop City Culture, where we give you 3 cups of sunshine and what, Reggie?
A pinch of attitude.
Yep, and as always, be kind and affectionate to one another. Remember whose you are. Peace.
Yo, man, you talking about an eyeless boy, man. That thinking about trying to imagine that in my head is scary enough, man. I don't like that, man. I don't know if I'm able to sleep. I'll be sleeping in your room tonight. You think you know what? Ain't no doubt about it. I'm sleeping in your room tonight because you scared me. All right, everybody. See you later. Have a good one. Bye.